Good morning, children. In this video, we are going to begin the very first poem of your English course book, Problem Solving, written by George Ensel. Before we begin the poem, let us first know something about the poet. George Ensel is an English poet, and a very interesting fact about him is that he was a professional footballer and after retirement became a teacher. He enjoyed writing poetry to go with the topics he would be teaching. Among several of his poems, there is one, Problem Solving. The poem Problem Solving is a fun-filled poem. The poem describes a live picture of how a child cunningly manipulates his teacher out of his laziness to show her how to solve a particular problem. Jack, the child in the poem, does not want to work on the problem on his own, maybe because he was lazy and escapes doing hard work. The poem has two scenarios. In the first three stanzas, the child Jack is in the classroom and speaking to the teacher, and in the last two stanzas, it is seen that he is speaking to his parents. So let us begin the poem. I think I have got the answer, miss. The answer is 41. The answer is nothing like it, Jack. Just show me what you have done. In the first stanza of the poem, the poet creates a scene of classroom and talks about a child Jack who is ready with his answer. But the teacher says the answer wrong and wants to check the calculation that Jack did for solving the sum. The teacher actually wants to find out the error where he made mistakes. I have done nothing here to show you, miss. I did it in my head. In that case, Jack, next time please use the abacus instead. In the first two lines of this stanza, Jack responds to his teacher that the calculation he did in mind and there is no written records for it. The teacher is not pleased with Jack for the way of solving a problem, and she instructs him to use abacus next time for getting accurate answer. Children, abacus is a device with beads sliding on rods used for calculation. I think I have found the trouble, miss. The answer is 53. I'm sorry, Jack, it's nothing like. Come here and copy me. After looking at the reaction of the teacher, Jack attempts to tell the answer for the second time. But the answer found was again wrong. And he did not solve it, rather simply guessed a number. The teacher, after getting repeatedly wrong answers, said Jack to come to her and copy it from there. Here you can see how cunningly the child gets the teacher to work for him by giving wrong answers several times. The next day, Jack was talking with his dad and with his mum. So Jack, they said, did you find out the answers to that sum? In this stanza, the child Jack is talking to his parents, narrating them the whole incident that happened in the class. Eventually, his mom and dad asked whether finally he got the correct solution or not. I did, said Jack, although I couldn't do it in my head. I found a way to get Miss Clark to work it out instead. And then Jack explained to his parents that yes, he got the answer of the sum, but for that he did not make any effort to calculate it, and also he couldn't do it in his head. But he found another way to get the solution, and that is he made Miss Clark, his teacher, to work for him. So here you have seen how a child cunningly manipulates or forces his teacher to give the answers for him. Children, the poem is about the children who do not want to do hard work and just cram things. That is said by teachers. It is about children who do not like to be creative and depend on rote learning. And such children can go only little far when they step into practical world. Here, the poet gives a strong message to do hard work and make efforts to solve any kind of problems.